Welcome, my brothers and sisters in Christ, and let's dive into the Word. Today's Gospel is a short one. It goes like this. While everyone were amazed at all that he was doing, he said to his disciples, "Let these words sink into your ears. The Son of Man is going to be betrayed into human hands." But they did not understand the saying. Its meaning was concealed from them so that they could not perceive it. And they were afraid to ask him about the same. Now, what was he doing that they were all amazed by? There is a lot happening in the whole 9th chapter of Luke's Gospel right up till this point. It begins with Jesus commissioning the 12 disciples. They must have been pumped up because he not only made them messengers of God's kingdom, but he also gave them power and authority to heal the sick and drive out demons. And then we have Jesus multiplying the 5 loaves and 2 fish to feed the 5,000. Slowly they are seeing more and more of who Jesus is. And when he asks them who they think he is, Peter declares that he is the Messiah. As if feeding the 5,000 wasn't an amazing miracle already, later in the chapter, Peter, James, and John witness and experience before their very eyes the glory of Jesus being transfigured and God speaking from the heavens, saying that this is his chosen Son. And after that, they come down from the mountain, and Jesus goes on to heal a boy that is possessed by a demon. And the first part of verse 43, that isn't in today's Gospel, reads, "And all were astounded by the greatness of God." All this happens, and then we reach our Gospel today. Jesus tells them to pay close attention to this, that he is going to be betrayed into human hands. And verse 45 says that they didn't understand this. And if I were in their position, I too wouldn't understand what's going on. What does he mean? He, the Son of Man, God's chosen Son, who performs miracles of multiplying fish and bread and drives out demons, and who has unlimited power that he's even able to give this power and authority to his disciples, he is going to succumb to the hands of humans? Now, in hindsight, we know what Jesus is talking about. Jesus is reminding them and us that yes, with God, there is power and glory and triumph, but we shouldn't be blinded by that. With all this power and glory and triumph, so too is there betrayal and scourging and the picking up of our cross and struggling through the gruesome journey to Calvary. There is the crucifixion and ultimately the dying to self. I'm sure we all find ourselves praying for a good and comfortable life. I know I do. But when we face trials and difficulties, do we despair? Or are we able to resign to God's will, deny ourselves, pick up our cross, and allow God to purify us in the fire before us? As we spend time in prayer today, let us reflect on what crosses are in our lives today. How is God purifying us through the difficulties in our current season? Have a blessed day ahead.